What's up? My name is Walkingkeys, and thank you for tuning in to Splinterlands HQ, your home for everything Splinterlands, play to earn gaming, and NFTs. Today, we are learning how to play Splinterlands, this amazing NFT card game that started in October of 2018. Probably one of the longest continuing NFT projects that have had people playing and engaging for that long, or definitely game projects. So, it's an amazing game, and I'm glad you found your way here. We are going to walk through everything you need to know to get started to play. Why don't we just hop right into it? How about we do that? What I want to do is switch up screen here. What's up? All right, so this is Splinterlands. What you're going to have to do is go ahead and you're going to have to log in. And when you log in, the best way to do it is log in through Hive. Go through Hive and get a Hive account and set up your Hive chain keychain and get that set up. Now, that is different than this video. This video is how to play Splinterlands, not how to get set up. If you're looking for that video, that's coming soon too. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to play Splinterlands. Splinterlands.com. It's an amazing game. And once you're logged in, this is the main home screen that you'll see. But what we're going to do here is we're going to start from all the way on the left here. And you have different options in your navigation bar here. You have shop, you have open, market, cards, battle, events, guilds, help. And then over here, you have some things too. So these are your credits. These are pretty much when you put money into the game, you get credits. So 1,000 credits equal $1. So if you want to do that, you can hit that little plus, and you go in here and buy your credits with crypto or PayPal. If you're in America, I'm not sure if that's the case everywhere in the world, but that's the case here. And then you can have DEC, Dark Energy Crystals, and that is the in-game currency that you use to buy and sell cards, get rewards when you battle. And then SPS is a governance token. It was just issued in July of this year, and it has a 365-day airdrop. And any assets that you own in game will earn you points to get airdrop point or airdrop SPS. So just by owning assets, you will get free crypto. So that's something we'll discover later. As a new player, it's not something you need to really focus on initially. Early in your adventure or in your journey of Splinterlands, you want to really focus in and understand SPS and where it's going and the use case inside the game for it. But when you're first getting started, what you need to do is learn how to play the game, and that's what we're going to do. So over here, shop is where you can go and actually buy things. Pretty much what you need for the game. And in this case, it's not the market where you can buy cards, but this is the where you can shop to buy packs, land, potions, dice, which is a subset that is sold out. Currently, land is also sold out. Skins, which are not sold out. And then where you can buy items for your guild if you're in a guild. But you have to be in a guild to be able to buy these items. And then you get special tokens to be able to buy those. But on the shop page, currently, Chaos Legion, it's about halfway sold out, and there's 15 million packs total. They've sold 700,284. I'm sorry, 7,284,004. So if you want to buy packs, you can do that by using credits, like I showed you here. Go buy your credits, and you can buy packs. Packs is a great way to get just some cards to get started, and Chaos Legion is a phenomenal deck of cards to be able to use in the game. So once you buy packs, you can actually go to this open tab, and this is where you open them. You'll see if you buy a pack, you'll see Chaos Legion right here, and you just drag it in here, and it will go through some animation, open up, and you get to see your cards. These are if you have other packs. I currently do not have any of these. And neither will you when you're first starting. When you open packs, it is wise to use potions. Potions double your chances of getting it. So let's say you have a 0.1 chance of getting a gold card, you might have 0.2 chance. Um, they are all the numbers for the odds of the cards are published, and you can normally read those in on Peaked on Splinterlands account. So that's a good place to check out. And we're going to leave a link to their Peaked account in the description below this video. So you can click that, of course, after you watch this video, to see everything that they do in the game, and they update and put everything there. So, and if they don't put it there, they let you know where they put it. And you can go find it there. So now you can buy packs. You know how to buy packs. You go right here. You buy your packs. You want one, you want two, however many you want. And then here's where you open them. And then let's skip the market real quick. Actually, let's go to the market first. You know what? Let's just do it in order. Now, the market can be overwhelming at first, especially if you don't know how to play the game, because you see all of these cards and you're just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Which ones? What do I need? How do I? What do you what do you need to play? So the game is actually pretty simple. What you're going to need there's, as you can see, there are different elements. There's a fire element, a water element, an earth element, a life element, death element, and a dragon. And then there are also neutral cards. And then there are two types of cards. There are either a monster, which most cards are monsters, or there are summoners. And summoners, you will need one summoner per battle, and you'll need a summoner that can summon the monsters of a certain element in a battle. So if you go here, let's look at Chaos Legion specifically, kind of narrow it down. They have one for each. Now, neutral does not have a summoner. They have monsters that can be used in every deck. Now, there are different types of games and different game modes where, in some cases, neutrals aren't allowed. But those are randomized, and everyone gets those as part of their gameplay. It makes it more challenging. But you will always need a summoner. Now, sometimes you'll get to choose from maybe just a life, the death, and fire, and you don't get to choose these. So having multiple summoners or one of each is a good thing to have. And when you start out, you will be given summoners at a low level to be able to start playing. Now, let's just look at the summoners cards real quick. Let's just go into Tarsa. Now, as you can see, Tarsa here at level 1, and when you click on a card, you can actually do different things here. What we're doing now is looking at the stats for the card. They'll let you know how to level a card up. So, for this card, Tarsa, it's a level 1. This is where you see which level it is. And then as you move up, you need more cards to up level to level up a card. So it shows you right here for level 1, you need one card. And that card, that summoner at level 1 will allow you to summon monsters of common, rare, epic, and legendary rarity, all at level 1. So pretty much a level 1 summoner summons everyone at level 1. Okay. Now, a level 2 summoner will take 5 cards. So you need 5 of this card. Combine it, and you will make a new card, and that will be a level 2 summoner. And then a level 2 summoner will allow you to summon monsters that are level 3, level 2, and level 1 for legendaries, because legendaries are very powerful. And so on and so forth. So at level 3, you need 14 cards, and you can summon a common level 4, a rare 3, and a epic 2, and a legendary 2. So I know that doesn't mean a lot, but it will in just a moment. So as you grow in this game, you'll need to level up your summoners. And eventually you'll need 115 of this card to be able to get a level 8 and get your summoner leveled up. So as you can see, here we go. It's a little slow. The summoners are some of the more pricier cards. Now, summoners, see right here where it has this blue thing? Uh, the color, it represents the rarity. So this blue is a rare. If it's white or gray, it's a common. If it's purple, it's epic. And if it's this gold color, it is a legendary. Now you can see these different logos inside of the different elements up here as well. So fire, for example, you can see that inside of the circle here. So the rarity and the element are all shown in this little circle. Uh, and if you're not completely oblivious, you'll notice the border of the entire card is also related to the element of that splinter or that card or the monster. So, and then additionally, these frames, depending on the frames, can be different types of cards. So, for example, let's look at Untamed, which was a different edition of cards. So, this one, see these cracks in the bottom? These are specific to the Untamed cards. So, you can tell that this edition, this Chaos Legion edition card, is different than this one. So, here's the death one for Chaos Legion and death um, for Untamed. Clearly, the frames look different, but it has all the same stuff. At the top left, so right here, this is how many mana it costs to play that card in a battle. Each battle will have a mana cap, and that mana cap relates to how many mana points that you're allowed to play. So let's say you can play 15. If you play this card, this is counts as 3. So then you would only have 12 mana points left. If you used, let's say, this card, which is a 7, and you're playing in a 15 battle, then all of a sudden you only have an 8 left. So you would have to have monsters that would have 8 mana. So that's what that number in the top left corner is. That's how much mana that uses. Now, in the marketplace, you'll see this number. And this number represents how many of these cards are actually on the market. Above it, you'll see how many cards are actually in circulation. So for this Kill Your Friendle, it has 38,013 cards in circulation. That means that's how many are out there and people hold. The cost of the floor price of this is $448, and 190 of them are on the market. And if you look up here, you'll see like this one here, this Jotun, very expensive, 7 mana. There's only 12 on the market and only 1,900 total supply. So it's a pretty rare card. But let's go back up here. Let's just narrow this down to make it easier to see. So going back to the card. So again, mana, number of cards in the market. Now, this is the name and this is the level. This is the ability that, or the bonus, the bonus ability or buff that that summoner will give to all of the monsters on that team, or in some cases on the opposing team. For example, this plus archer plus arrow gives you +1 melee or archer attack or ranged attack um, for your team. But this -1 magic, that means the other team will have a -1 magic. So if they have, let's say they have a card that's attacking with 2 magic, that would become 1 magic. And they would also lose a heart, a health. Tarsa, the gear looking thing with the blades coming off of it, looks like something saw, like a saw or something. Pretty cool. That is a melee. That's the melee logo, and that represents like a hand to hand battle or a melee attack. And this is ranged. Magic is that puff, that that lightning and that little cloud, and then the numbers in front of it represent the buff or the damage. And now this is speed. This is the only one that's probably not obvious. So speed is this one right here, and this is armor. And the faster a card is, then the quicker it hits in the rotation of the battle. So in some cases, I mean, you want to have cards that are fast because they can hit earlier than other opponents and sometimes get the first hit in and kill the or eliminate the card, and you don't have to worry about them hitting you back. Um, so speed is important, and if you're attacking someone and they have more speed than you actually have a chance of missing them. So if you have a 1 speed and someone else has a 4 or a 5, you might miss them often. Something to think about there. All right, so these are your summoners. We're still in the market, and so here's the summoners. Now let's say you just wanted to buy one. Here's Obsidian. We're just going to do this very quickly. You would actually just go in here. Now this one, the price is $393. You're like, what? But really, it's a level 8, so it has 115 cards. That's what BCX means. It means your total number of cards in there. Um, and so this is a single card, and that's why it's $4.30. This one has 115 in it, but the cost per card is 342. So you're getting a pretty good deal, but you got to buy 115 of them. Is how much power you have. Now you'll need power to be able to compete in different leagues, but we'll get to that shortly. So if you wanted to buy this card, you just click it, go over here and hit credits. If you have credits, or let's say you have DEC and you want to buy it in DEC, click one of those and you hit buy, and then you can get your card. So let's go back to the marketplace. Okay, so now we've walked through summoners, and you need one summoner per battle that you do. So you're going to need to have these summoners, and you want to get them leveled up as you go up in leagues. You're going to need higher summoners to be able to um, be able to draw out more powerful monsters. So um, those are the summoners. Now let's look at the monsters. We're just looking at Chaos Legion right now, and up here you can choose which edition you want to look at. Do you want to look at just the alphas? And this was the very first edition. Obviously, these cards, they look a little. I mean, they look dated compared to these. They're 3 years old at this point, but these are the ones that started it all. These are the alpha cards. You have beta, and then you have different promo cards, and then there's reward cards, and then there's untamed and dice, and all of a sudden, whoops, I went the wrong way there. All of a sudden, you have a ton of cards. So my suggestion is to if you're just getting started in here, don't go chasing all these really expensive cards that are in here. These are just the summoners, by the way. Don't go at chasing some of these cards. Don't go buy this card for $30,000. Learn how to play the game and then start with just focus on Chaos Legion just to get started. Now, if you watch this when the next edition comes out, focus on that edition. Well, let's look at the monsters. So you need a summoner to battle in every one. So here are the monsters, and we just have them um, listed according to price, but you can have them listed all kinds of ways. I like the price because that's just how I'm used to it. Because when I go to the marketplace, since I've been playing this game since March of 2019, um, I go here and I'm looking for specific cards. I'm trying to get something to level up or whatever. So that's what I do. So excuse me. So here are all the Chaos Legion cards, and let's just start here at the top here. Let's start with one. Let's see one I like. I do like this Radiated Brute. Okay, let's go here. Let's look at the stats. Now this is a little bit different than the Summoner because here you see something, and here you see something that the Summoners didn't have. Summoners don't have speed, and they don't have attack or melee, or some type of attack, magic, melee, or ranged. Now this also doesn't have any shield. Shield would be right here if he had shield. Okay, so again, this card, 5 mana to play this card. So it's a moderate card as far as mana. A low mana card would be like a 0. Well, a very low would be 0. But like a 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, kind of in the middle. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Those are high mana cards. In some battles, you can play high mana cards. In the beginning, you don't get too many high mana battles. So you normally have a mana cap around like 20, 25 or so, maybe a little lower, a little bit more sometimes, but around there. So a good 5 is a great card for that middle range. So 5 mana is is what this is. Now this has 2 melee attack. This has 1 speed, so it's pretty slow card. It has 5 health. Um, and then as you can see, it's a common and it's a fire because it has the white or gray, whatever you want to call that, middle, and then it has the fire logo. That's the name, Radiated Brute, and it's a level 1 card. Now you'll see down here, there's this hand thing reaching out. This is an ability that this card has. And this card has an ability specific to that card, unlike the summoners, who their abilities apply to all these cards. So, for example, if we're looking at that Kill Your Friend doll, let's say we were using it with this, which we couldn't because it's a water, but if we could, he would get +1 speed and he would get +1 armor, um, because that's what the summoner provides. But playing this, he's the only one that has this ability. So this one, it's called Reach, and you can always hover over it and see what it is. This one's Reach. Melee attack monsters with the Reach ability may attack from the second position on the team. So what that means is, even as a melee attack, normally melee can only attack in the front position, but in this case, he can attack from the second position. So this can be a very useful card in a lot of situations. And as you can see, 1 card will get you 2 melee, 1 speed, no shields, and 5 health, as we see. But as you level it up, level 2, level 3, level 4, at level 4, all of a sudden, you get 3 melee. So that's pretty good. And then you get up here to level 6 and you get another ability. Has increased melee attack and speed when he's damaged. So if he gets hit, he can hit back harder. So it becomes a pretty powerful card. So that's kind of the breakdown of a card. And let me show you a different card, a ranged. We'll show a quick arranged. And then we're going to show you how to put all this together too. All right, so in here you can see a range with the arrow, right? And this guy has a shield, so he can take an extra hit. And scroll down. Now this guy doesn't have anything. So you're like, well, what's going on here? He can't attack. He can't do anything. But let's look at, that's a pretty powerful card there. Let's look at a level 1. Now he has flying, which means has an increased chance of evading melee or ranged attacks from monsters who do not have the flying ability. So that means he can fly and also can get out of trouble if people are attacking him because he clearly can't attack. But he has this thing, it's called Scavenger. It gains 1 max health for each time any monster dies. So anytime a monster dies, he gains a health. So he might be good to stash deep in your lineup. And what do I mean by lineup? Let me show you now. So we are going to go to battle. That's where you put your cards into action. And for right now, you can play different types of battles. And here's the battle screen. This tells you when your season ends. And your season is it's about a 2-week season. And you play and you get points for playing, and you can rank up and you get a higher rating, and you can move up in different leagues. I'm currently in gold 3, on my way to gold 2, and gold or in gold 2 or gold 3, I get 22 reward chests at the end of the season. And the reward chests can have anything from cards to potions to dark energy crystals to even packs of Chaos Legion right now. So pretty awesome. And then you have a daily quest, and you've got to win 5 battles, or in some cases 3, but you have to win a certain number of battles. And then once you win those battles, you get some chests. It's pretty cool. Here's how you where you click the battle. Here's where you can see your old battles. Obviously, I haven't done too well here. I've lost twice, but I did fight the whole Suicide Squad, so clearly that was a tough battle. And there's different types of battling you can do. You can do ranked battles. You can challenge a friend, how to play, and strategies. All right, we're going to go in here to how to play. Okay, this is a good place. All right, so this is where you need to live when you're just starting. Okay, when you're first starting, come in here, spend some time learning to play. As we've already talked about, you can actually do here are the summoners, two types of cards to play, summoners and monsters, and you can play the tutorial or you can go buy cards. These are the splinters we talked about. The basics, the mana cost. These are the stats that we talked about. This one has the Serpent of the Flame, has 2 melee, 2 armor, 6 speed, and 9 health. You can see that it's a rarity and that it's a fire. The name, Serpent of the Flame. The level, 4. Experience. This is pretty much how many cards you have inside of this. So, let's say you need 10 to level up, and this would be 10 up here, and so this would be about 4 or so. And then these are the abilities. And so then you come in here and like we were showing you, melee, ranged, magic attack, speed, armor, health. And here are all of the abilities. Now, this is a list that I strongly recommend you going into and really becoming familiar with this list. If you want to get serious playing this game, understand this list of all these different abilities. At least understand them. You don't have to know them cold or memorize them or anything, but you need to know them. So let's go back to battle. And we're just going to start. We'll just do rank battle. I mean, I'll just battle here with you guys live. I guess it won't be live when you're watching it, but it's alive right now, and I'm happy for it. Now, they found an enemy, so we're going to battle. It's this guy. He has no guild. This is his rating. This is his power. Like I said, when you get cards, they have a certain amount of power, and you build up, and the more power you have, the higher leagues you can play in, as long as you get your rating up. And then what cards he's played recently. And for our battle, this means that silent summoners, summoners do not give any stat buffs or debuffs to grant or to any team. So you can't, your summoner doesn't do anything special pretty much. And then this means that it's called close range. And that means that archers, which typically cannot play in the first position, can. The mana cap is 21. And you can use all of the summoners except for water. So let's create a team. So for this example, let's see here. What do I need to do? Let's just do fire to make it easy. Now I got my summoner. My summoner is a level 5, so I can bring in up to level 6 commons or other cards. Now I only have a minute left. Got to keep your eye on this timer because you have to get your team in. That's why it's not great to teach you guys, but so what you need is some type of a tank you want to put up front. Just real quick and easy. I'm going to use this guy, the living lava. It has this thing here. Here we'll show real quick. And it has this shield, which is really nice. And then we talked about that radiated brute. Let's use that and show you what a reach does there. And I really do like this card right here. It's a sneak card. That means it can attack from any position, even as a melee. So we're going ahead and drop that in there. And we still have 3 left. So let's see what we have in the 3 range, 3 and 2 range. Let's see here. Oh man. Well, I do like that card. We'll discuss what it does in just a moment. And then we'll just drop in these 2 zeros to fill out these last spots because you only have so many spots to put your cards to get under your mana cap. And we're going to hit battle with just a few seconds left. Now, do not hit surrender here. You've already put your team in. Don't hit surrender. All right, just going to give it a second while the other team puts in their team. All right, here we go. Now we got a battle. All right, as you can see, they got all gold cards getting fancy on us. Okay, so what we did was we put this guy up front, and he has his shield, and his shield reduces damage from melee and range attack. So a 2 attack would actually do only 1 damage to him, and he has armor, so he can take a fair number of hits. Now, magic attacks go straight to health. They do not go to armor unless there's like a ability to change that. Now this guy, he has these thing called thorns. And so when a melee attack hits him, those thorns do 2 attack damage back to him. So it's pretty lethal little ability there. And then this life leech has this, it's called this ability called life leech, this life saver, and it gets 1 health for every damage it does for him. So if this one does 1 damage, then all of a sudden it will have 3 health. And then if it does another one the next round, it'll do 3 that, it'll get 1 more health each time. 2 ranged, and then 3 melee, which is pretty tough, and that's a sneak. So that's gonna, the sneaks always attack the back position on the opposite army when it's their turn. So everybody has a turn, and whose turn it is first really determines the speed. So this one's going to go before this one because that's a 3 and that's a 1. So if this one goes first, I mean, this one might go first because it's a 4. So let's just see what we got here. We're going to rumble. We're going ahead and hit, watch this battle, and we are going to slow this down. All right. Nice and slow here. As you can see, that one hit there, and they got that 1 extra life. That one, they're all taking their time here. It was a nice hit, and he delivered poison. So when that one lands a strike, it has a chance of delivering poison, which takes off 2 additional hit points each turn. And as you can see, the Radiator Brute was able to attack from that second position. There we go. That's much more fluid. All right, so that poison took out that guy there. And then Radiator Brute was able to take out. I mean, we're doing pretty well here, even with the gold fancy cards. So you don't need all that gold fancy stuff. Just need to play your cards well. Look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, so there you go. That's how you get in here and you lay out your team. Let's just do one more just to walk through this again. So this one, opportunity, that means monsters have the ability to attack from any position, and they attack the lowest, whatever monster on the other team has the lowest life. So those can be pretty lethal. And up close and personal means only melee monsters can be used. So let's create a team. We have a mana cap of 46. So let's go back here. And the reason I picked Tarsus because it has a +1 melee and +1 health, which is good. And since we have a 46 mana cap, we're going to go up here to +7 and +6, sure. And use some of these cards we don't get to use too often. So we need something up front that can take a hit, but also dish it back. And I like this card. It has a retaliate, which means when hit with a melee attack, monsters with retaliate have a chance of attacking their attacker, so they can go right back. So that's pretty cool. And then this guy's just a beast, but we're going to put him not at the front position. We're going to mix that up a little. Now we can use a series of weaker cards to kind of balance this out, or not necessarily weaker, but just cards that aren't that expensive. Now we still have 12 left. So there's a couple cards in here I really like. One is this one, Cerebus. It heals, so that makes it a good card. And then additionally, we have this one that heals, and we can use both of those. Now we have this guy. It's a 5. Let's look at him real quick. And pretty good at sneak, and it attacks with 3 and it has 7 health. But there's this other card, Sandworm, that attacks with like 7. So we're gonna use that one. If that's okay with you guys. All right, so we're gonna mix it up a little. We're gonna mix it up. Now, of course, I'm playing at gold, so it is a little different than these lower levels, but your strategy is still the same. You want to really try to put in the cards that can hit the team the hardest, take the most damage, and survive. And in some cases, you got to mix it up a little bit and try new things. So this should be a good battle here. Let's see what happens. Having these two guys that can heal really do help, but you can't heal that much when you get hit that hard. But they're oh, that's good. They already lost one of their top guys. Now they lost two guys. I'm only down one. So we're doing okay here. And that double strike didn't help. Yikes. Oh, he retaliated back. So it wasn't even his turn to hit, but he got hit. And so he went ahead and hit him back. And he retaliated after he took a death blow there. So that was nice. The sandworm's down. Uh oh. Now we're in trouble, guys. We're in trouble now. Big trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. And that's all she wrote. So I didn't win that one, but that's how it goes. And if you don't win a battle, that's fine. Because I even at my level, and I'm pretty good, I'm not great by any means. My partner Gank on Splinterlands XQ, he's pretty good. He's really good actually. Um but but he still loses like 30-40% of his battles. So don't get upset about it. So that's how you battle. You get your cards and you battle, and you will have ghost cards to battle when you begin. And there's cards that are just part of the game, and you're allowed to use those. Now, in your cards, this is where you'll see your cards, and you can come in here and uh, level up your cards. Let's go to Chaos Legion cards. So, for example, let's find a card here that we could level up. I don't know. Oh, we'll just do this one. So you go to your cards here, and let's say you want a level 2 here. So we'll need 5 cards to get a level 2. So 1 and then 4 to layer on top of it. And when you hit combine, it'll say level 2. Uh, this will combine 5 cards into 1 at level 2 with a 9 cards towards level 3. This cannot be undone. Are you sure? You click OK. And then it thinks for a minute, and then all of a sudden you will have a level 2 Antoy Platoon or whatever cards you're leveling up. So there you go. So as you can see, a single card is worth 7 cents, but this one, since it has 5, is now worth 35 cents. This one had 5 DEC or power, and now it has 25. So that's how you level your cards up. And it's basically a process of just getting cards, leveling them up, battling, getting more cards, leveling them up, and battling, getting cards and leveling them up and battling. And there are reward cards. And as you can see, these cards right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8, 9, 10. I think all of these are reward cards. Yeah, all of these are you can get right now in chests. And this one, and this one, and this one. All the ones with this background right here. This Chaos Legion reward background. So now you can get that one. They even have a legendary you can get right now. I think they have 2 actually. Or 3. Yeah, you can get this one, the Heartclaw, the Jin Bilka, or the Jin Oshanas. So those are some pretty good cards you can get right now inside of loot chest just by playing the game. So a lot of cool things you can do here. A lot of cards you can get, and the cards are pretty valuable. So this one card is worth $5.80. And obviously here's one that's leveled up to level 4, and it's $56. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah. So there you go. So that's pretty much how you play the game, and that's how you play Splinterlands is you go in, you build up your deck, and you battle. And now, if you wanted to play in some events, you could absolutely do that. And you just go in here and you look for ones that you could compete in. There's these ones that are bronze, and then they cost a little bit of money to get into them. But there's a lot of ways you can, one DEC right here, which is pretty much, I mean, that's less than a penny. Um, and you can get in here and play this tournament at bronze level. And here's one at novice for one DEC. Get in there, you can win your piece of $14. So you can turn less than a penny into $14, or your share of $14. So that's pretty cool. You want to do that? You go in here and view, and click enter, and you can win 500 DEC for one. These tournaments are a great way to learn, to get a little exposure and a little play. So, and as you can see, a lot of people have won money with these tournaments. That's a lot of money. And Splinterlands themselves are releasing a whole bunch of tournaments on a regular basis. Right now, they don't have any up, and they're working on the tournament section, and they're going to release the new tournaments. And all of a sudden, it will go from $824 from these tournaments that people inside the community are hosting, and it will go up a lot as the Splinterlands tournaments come online. So they put those up every couple of weeks. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You can always join a guild if you want to have some friends and meet some people. Um, you know, Immortal Gods isn't number one right now. Gang's gonna be mad. It'll be different by the end of the season, I'm sure. But yeah, pretty get a different into ganks and Immortal Gods in case you were wondering. Yeah, get guilds. And you don't really need to worry about this as you're getting started. All you need to really worry about is getting you some cards. Maybe you shop and get some packs. Every pack's guaranteed at least a rare. You could get gold cards as well in that. And then here's the marketplace. And if you wanted to see which foil it is, a regular foil or a gold foil, you can just click right here. And it shows you the gold. And golds instantly start at a higher level. So as you can see, all of these start at level 3. But a regular foil, there's that one, it starts at level 1. So like for this one, this Pellicor Bandit has 1 attack and 2 heart, 3 speed. But if you look at the gold one, it has 1, 3, 4. So it's definitely a stronger card. And so that's why the golds are a little bit more. Plus, they're gold. Kind of cool. So, yeah, a lot of ways to build up your decks. Again, don't necessarily focus on these older cards. Just focus on getting the cards you need from this Chaos Legion deck right now. These are the ones that are the least expensive and gives you the best chance to leveling them up. So, or you can just buy one that's fully leveled up already for $45 if you want. Go for it. So there you go. I hope that helps. And I really hope that you get into Splinterlands and you play and find that it's a wonderful game and the community is amazing, and it's just it's a good time. It's a good place to come in, check in, play your games, level up a little bit, collect your cards, and over time grow your deck, become more competitive, compete in more tournaments, earn more rewards. The higher levels you go up, the more rewards you get. So I've been playing for 2.5 years, and to be honest, I've been playing on and off for 2.5 years. But now that these new Chaos Legion cards have come out, I love them, and I've been playing hard for months now. So it's a great game and a great way to earn a little extra just for spending time playing the game. I guess that's why they call it play to earn gaming. But thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for watching this video. If you have any other questions, let me know and put it in the comments. We'll try to get those videos and that content out to you to help you out. Thank you guys, and we appreciate you. Good luck in your Splinterlands journey. Peace.